You want to fish where the locals fish? Then you're going to want to watch this video. I'm Palm Beach's Paul. Welcome to paradise. Those big old eyes. Wow, it really lost its color when it comes out of the water, huh? So when I moved to Florida, there's two activities that I noticed people do a lot here for outdoor fun. One was golfing and the other was boating and fishing. I grew up watching my dad watch golf and play golf, and I had zero interest in it. I kind of wish I'd played, but just wasn't my thing. But boating, fishing, that was my thing. Once I got out on the water for the first time here in South Florida, man, I was hooked, no pun intended. It's just a lot of fun. And I truly enjoy going out fishing, being out on the ocean, fishing from land, whatever it is. We're a fishing family. We love to fish. My son's doing a whole lot of fishing. He's been going fishing every day the past week here. Every morning, gets off work, goes fishing. So today's video is going to be about doing drift fishing here in Boynton Beach, Florida. Morning, everyone. I'm Palm Beach's Paul, your local realtor and guide to South Florida living, and welcome back to my channel. So it's a beautiful Sunday morning here in the Boynton Harbor Marina. And as you can see behind me, that is the Seamist III Drift Fishing Boat. That is the boat that we are going out on today for a private charter, because not only is it a day of fishing, but it's also a day of celebration. It happens to be the 13th anniversary of the company I work for, True Floridian Realty, and having a broker who grew up here in Boynton Beach and absolutely loves fishing and has been going out on this boat since she was a little girl, she decided to have an anniversary party for the office for those who want to fish. The other activity that people do a lot in Florida is drinking, and some of them will be at the bar at Two Georges, which I've spoken about Two Georges in many of my videos, but they'll be there at the bar later on today waiting for us. But the diehards, we're gonna go out on the boat and do some fishing today and see who can catch the biggest fish. So the Seamist has been around since 1953. Now it started out as the Seamist II, then they went to the Seamist, and then now they have the Seamist III. I'm not sure why the order, but that's what they did. And they've been a tradition here in Boynton Beach for generations. As I said, my broker grew up here in Boynton Beach, and she's been going out fishing on these boats since she was a little girl with her dad. And I've taken my kids out here fishing on this boat many times when they were younger and older. And here we are today going out to do some fishing. And being that we're gonna be on a private charter, it won't be as crowded, which is great. But typically, they have everyone on a drift boat lined up on one side. And we'll get more into the technique and details a little bit later. But so drift fishing is basically they put a weight on, they put the hooks on, double hooks. They'll take the pole, set it all on one side, everyone lines up, and you drop your line. Once they reach like a reef, the boat will go out. They'll get to a point where they're over one of the reefs, they see fish, and then they'll drop the lines. And it's almost time. So, and then you just let your line drift with the current, and hopefully you hook something. A lot of times you hook the person next to you, unfortunately, but there should only be a few of us fishing today, so hopefully there won't be as many tangles, which is great, but we'll talk more about that in a little bit. So, but it's a lot of fun, and basically they do everything for you. So I'll get you some details about the price and all that. I think it's about $36 to $40 per person, but basically if you like doing a little fishing and don't want to have to touch the bait, don't want to have to touch the fish, they do everything for you. So we don't mind touching the bait, but if you don't want to touch it, these guys will do everything for you. And we'll see the captain and the mates and everyone. So, but the boat started, so I think they're getting ready to start boarding. So let's go. I said, the boat is normally packed with people all up and down, going all the way up down here, usually about 30, 40 people all lined up. And you see we've got your rod holders, and they'll come out here and they'll bait your rod. And then you drop your line once we get out, and we're gonna head out about maybe 2 miles off, and we'll get out there and look for the bait. The captain's got his radar, and what they do is they go and they fish on the reefs. So, and you drop your line and just kind of drift with the current, and you catch, right? And you usually catch something. I've a couple times been on the boat and you didn't, but hey, that's fishing, right? It's not called catching. So, and we'll go out there, but you can catch all sorts of fish out here. There's, sometimes dolphin if you're lucky. I actually hooked a sailfish one time, or the captain hooked it, and I got to reel it in. But then there's your snapper, grouper, all sorts of fish. So, but it's a nice ride out, and it's a beautiful day for fishing. So it should be really cool and fun today. So you got the mates getting all the bait ready, and they'll take those, put them in these buckets, and then they'll have them set next to the poles. They'll get everything hooked up for you, and they got their chests over here. And if you catch something, they'll keep it in the cooler for you. And they do have an inside. So the boat's about 74 feet long, and you come inside. Now look, it's nothing fancy. This isn't a pleasure cruise, this is a fishing cruise. So, but if you want to get in here, especially in those summer days out of the heat, you can do that. And they do have some restrooms. First class accommodations. No, we won't stay in here long because it's a little bit loud. You can hear the engines right under us, but this is where you can come and just kind of chill out and sit in here and wait. So basically it's about a 30-minute boat ride out to where we'll probably stop and start dropping lines. So this is just, they get the baits ready and you kind of chill out. We'll go outside in a minute because you get to go by all the beautiful homes. It's really pretty out. But one thing I will tell you is that if you're going to go on one of these boats, if you are a little bit queasy or you get seasick, take some Dramamine, because you will be out fishing with a lot of people and they won't turn the boat around. So I've seen people, unfortunately, get sick, especially kids, and they'll be stuck in there for the 3 hours of the boat trip because they just don't have time to turn it around. So, just always make sure you're comfortable being out on a boat, especially I've been out on the boat when it's choppy and there's waves. Like there's a good breeze today, so we'll probably hit some waves going through the channel, through the inlet. But, if you don't have the stomach, take some Dramamine or fish from land. So as you can see, it's a little bit rough, not bad. It's about 3 to 4 foot seas, but even that, you can see that the boat's rocking pretty heavily. I was up front for that really cool shot, and then I came back in because I didn't want the captain to worry about me falling overboard.
They didn't want to die.
They didn't want to die, my wife says. So, but hey, if you got to get the good shot, you got to take the risk. Today on Deadliest Catch. Who's gonna catch the first fish of the day?
Me.
My wife says she is. She probably will. Up, double. Oh, look at that! Those big old eyes. That's cool. Yeah. I was ready for that ding, ding, ding. Nah, but it's a pulled line. That's all I care. Come here, come here, come here, come here! Woohoo! Yellowtail. Oh. Woo! That's a what is that? Is it file? Wow, it really lost its color when it comes out of the water, huh? Didn't it have like sort of like patches on it?
They changed it.
That's cool.
All right, so we hit our first spot. A couple of us caught some fish. I caught a yellowtail snapper. I'm happy with that. A couple other friends here caught some fish. And then when it stops, the captain takes the boat. He goes and finds another spot, another reef to park the boat on, and then we'll drop lines there. So we're all having a good time. Got myself a nice frosty right here. Just having a little bit of a break. And it's a lot of fun. By the way, you don't need a fishing license to go out on this boat, so that's another nice thing. You can just come out here. So if you're down here on vacation or whatever, you're out here, visiting for a while, or you live here like we do. You go out, you don't need a fishing license. Now, I have a fishing license because we do more than fishing off boats like this. We also go out fishing with my brother-in-law on his boat. But all you need to have a good time on this boat is bring yourself, your friends, and a good attitude. All right, we're getting ready to stop. I'm ready to catch another fish.
Let's go, tight lines.
By the way, that's the broker owner of True Floridian Realty, the coolest boss in the world. So, if you want to come work for us, reach out, get you hooked up. You can go fishing with us. Tight lines, baby. All right, guys, that was a fun day of fishing out here on the Seamist III. I'm up here with the captain. He was nice enough to let me come up here. No, you don't normally get to go up here, but he let me come up here today. He knows my boss. But fun day of fishing. We all caught some. I got some dinner. I got some yellowtail, and there's a bunch of fish caught today. And again, it was a private charter, but you can come out on the boat. They come out twice a day. You can do like the early morning, the 8 o'clock. Get here probably about 7:30, and then they have another one that goes out at 1 o'clock. So you can come out, and whether it's Captain Eddie or any of the crew, they're all super cool, very helpful. They'll do, like I said, they do everything for you. They bait the fish, they do everything, they hook, untangle the lines. And typically if you get out here on a normal charter, they have about 30 to 40 people. So, it's going to be a little more crowded, but these guys work hard. So you want to make sure to tip them. And if you get to take some fish home like I'm doing, they'll actually fillet the fish for you and tip them for that as well, right? But then you got some fresh fish, and there's nothing better than that here in South Florida. But this is the captain, cool guy. He took us out here, put us on the fish today. He'll do it for you. So you want to click that link down below and go online, book your tickets on the Seamist. But do check ahead because you want to make sure if there's a private charter. Sometimes they do that like they did for us today. But most of the time you just get out there and get on the boat, go out with a bunch of other people having a great time, and catch some fish. And it's a little rocky today, but I don't have my sea legs. I was just asking the captain how he's been boating for a long time, so you get used to it. But it's a good time. It's a great time for the kids. It's a good time for family, friends. Come out here, and also don't forget they got the fish pool. So we're gonna see who's gonna win that. I got a feeling my boss is. She caught the big kingfish. Yeah, Noelle got the big kingfish. Yeah, so. But anyway, guys, that's a day out fishing and a lot of fun here in Boynton Beach. Part 2 of our celebration party for our anniversary. We are all going to Two Georges right here on the waterfront, and we're gonna have some drinks and some delicious food, and we might even have them cook our fresh catches that we caught. We'll have to see. I think they will, so we'll have to find out.
And just like that, he whipped that boat around all 75 feet and parked it right in its spot, like a glove. All right, so that was a day of fishing out on the Seamist 3. We had a good time. We all caught some fish. Even Brian going right there caught a nice kingfish. And now we're gonna head to Two Georges and have some drinks and some food and celebrate the 13th anniversary of True Floridian Realty. But a lot of fun. So I hope you guys liked it. Be sure to do all the like, subscribe, you know what to do. Click the link down below so you can check out the Seamist 3 yourself. Also be sure to check out my new landing page so you can register, so I can put you on my VIP list for information about moving to South Florida. And as always, wherever you are in the world, get out and enjoy paradise. I'll talk to you next week. Take care.
Happy Mother's Day!